What's going on YouTube? Dax the Leader here, coach of your Montreal Canadiancies, bringing you week 1 of the PUL or Pokemon Uber League. I don't have a draft analysis, not on my channel anyway, for this league because a man by the name of Online Orphan is running a channel for the league itself where he goes over everyone's draft. So I'll link the analysis of my draft that he did in the description, but I strongly encourage you guys to check out all the other content from the PUL channel as well. But I will say a few things about this draft so I'll just get this out of the way in my week 1 battle. When I joined this league, the first 5 mons were already drafted, being Zygarde, Clefable, Necrozma Duskmane, Darkrai, and Mega Venusaur, which is an awesome balance score actually. This is actually really my kind of team. And then just the other mons I drafted around it just filled roles, mostly speared tiers actually. I got a few more typings that really rounded out my defenses and offenses, really. I don't think there's any, I think I have every type covered. I think there's no one type that hits one of my mons super effectively that is not resisted by another, is what I mean. So everything's like neutralized, kind of, with this draft. And overall, I'm super happy with this team. So, let's get our week 1 team builders started. We're taking on the Albany Dragonites, coached by, I'm really not too sure. On Discord, he goes by Albany Dragonites, so, and I don't believe he has a channel or anything. Anyway, his team's gonna pop up right here, as usual, in just a second. So, the first mon we're bringing this week is gonna be our Darkrai. Now, Darkrai is a pretty self-explanatory bring. It needs very little coverage versus his team. The sub-Nasty Plot set is the best choice for sure. And the only resist to Dark Pulse being Togekiss, I think, which is why we got Sledgebomb. Yeah. And our speed is to outspeed Sceptile, max special attack, the rest in bulk. Pretty basic Darkrai set right there. Next up, we brought our Necrozma this week, and this is the only mon we've nicknamed Better Necro, because we are facing a Dunwings this week, right? So I want to prove that I have the Better Necrozma, right? But speaking of that, I would love to get nickname suggestions in the comments section below if you guys wanna slide me some nicknames for these mons. That would be much appreciated because I have not sat down and thought about that just yet. Let's see, Necrozma is rocking Stealth Rock, Knockoff, Morning Sun, and Earthquake. Stealth Rock because rocks are the best move in the game. Knockoff does a huge chunk to his Dunwings, which is his most likely offensive response to this Necrozma. Morning Sun lets me heal up, and Earthquake lets me wear down that Metagross, which is what I intend to be sitting in front of with this FizzDef set here. EV Spread allows me to never be 2-hit KO'd by Mega Metagross's Earthquake, Kyurem's Max Attack, Z Freeze Shock, and Life Orb Max Special Attack Kyurem's Earth Power. As well as I'm not OHKO'd by Necrozma's Moongeist Beam. So I can live one of those and hit it with a massive knockoff. I don't kill it, but I do a huge chunk and I get rid of its item, which is nice. So, like I said, Necrozma, main response to Metagross. I can sit in front of it and wear it down with the Earthquake. That thing's not sweeping my team, for sure. Next up, we got our Gyarados. With the Intimidate ability, Gyarados is a really nice pick at this game, especially because he's got that Emboar. And Gyarados resisting Emboar's dual stab is yeah, I figured I'd bring it along this week. Move wise, we're rocking Ice Fang, Waterfall Crunch, and Dragon Dance with the weakness policy. Now, this Gyarados allows me to, well, with this spread, with the Intimidate, I always live a Fusion Bolt from a 4 attack Kyurem without a boosting item. That was the cal. Yeah. So I can take a Fusion Bolt, set up a DD, and then I'm at +3 attack, +1 speed. So Gyarados can just start tearing through his team if I catch the pivot right. But yeah, this is just a nice offensive tech. I'm hoping to scare him more than anything, or her. I'm not sure who the coach of the Albany Dragonites is. Yeah, that's so this is a potential win con, but mostly a pivot, and that intimidability, like I said, is really nice, allowing some of my other mons to take hits. Speaking of my other mons, we've got ourselves another Dragon Dance mon, nice Pokey and core with D-Dance, Gyarados, and Zygarde. After Gyarados intimidates something, Zygarde can set up on most of his team. Especially that Emboar, that's what I want to catch, that's my main setup target. 1,000 Arrows, his resist is set down, guys, like, that's just it. I'm 1,000 Arrows, extreme speed, sub D-Dance. It's a pretty, this is fairly similar to the OU set that's running around these days, with leftovers and sub. I would have ran Banded, but this set allows me to take advantage of my next mon, which you see on screen. I'll go over it in just a second. I've got 184 EVs in speed, and I think that's for Rotom. Yeah, neutral max Rotom. There you go. And that's a Zygarde. Alright, so our next mon you see here is our Excelgor Spikes and Toxic Spikes. His defoggers are all weak to ice, so I figured I could take advantage of that by running Dual Hazards HP Ice, so anything that wants to come in and defog gets punished for it. And I have Knockoff just because I can afford to run the attack investment, and Dawn Wings is such a huge threat. That speed is for Jolteon, so I outspeed his entire team with this spread right here. And I really think Excelgor getting up those hazards is going to be a big nuisance to his team. Our last mon is Clefable. We have an unaware Clefable, primarily for that Snorlax. A Curselax set would just, I have very little for that if I didn't bring this Clefable. Wish Protect to heal myself up, Moonblast just to have an attacking move, really. Wish also, I can pass wishes to stuff like Zygarde and Gyarados to help them pivot and set up on things. And I have Thunder Wave here because it's the best move for me to click if he switches in his Metagross, which is very likely. Metagross is, like, in ORAS OU, Metagross would always come in and pressure out Clef. That was just the thing people did. And it doesn't take a lot from Flamethrower or Fire Blast at all because I have no investment, so Thunder Wave is just really nice to cripple that thing and potentially get me some free turns versus Snorlax while I'm trying to wall it. Alright, there you go, guys. That's our team. Let's hop right into the battle. Alright, you guys, we are here for our battle versus the Albany Dragonites. He goes by Bluefire on Showdown. There you go, that's what I can call him. Okay, cool. So, looking at his team, we know our lead already. It's going to be that Excelgor. We're going to get up full hazards right away, and nothing is going to stop us. So, I really don't care what he leads with. I lead Excelgor every time. So in comes that Snorlax. I'll knock it off first just to make sure it can't heal, because I was kind of expecting that curse recycle set. And now I'm just gonna get all my hazards up. I don't care if he sets up, I have Clef in the back, right? So there you go, 3 layers of spikes. I take the return, brings me down to my sash, I can get a T-spike. And yeah, there you go, full hazards right off the bat. And I think I just go for knockoff here. Oh, in power ice for just a little more damage. I sack off Excelgor. There you go. It did its job. Full hazards are up. Then I go into Clefable. I Thunder Wave this thing. I can get some free turns off. I can get some damage off with Moonblast. I eat this return. It does do a little over half actually. So might after the leftovers it doesn't do over half. That was the calc. Right, okay. There you go. So I can just wish up, recover off all that damage. I knocked off his Figgy Berry, so he can't recycle. He can't get any of this health back. Unfortunately, I leave Clefable pretty low, at about 50%, and that lets in his Rotom, and I switch into Zygarde here. Yeah, I switch into Zygarde here, predicting an electric move, but yeah, he just goes right for the Defog, and I don't mind that because it lets me get a free switch into Zygarde anyway, and at this point, like, he didn't bring anything at all to take 1,000 arrows. So, as he switches into Togekiss, I'm just gonna get up that sub, and then I go for the Dragon Dance. Seeing that I outspeed this Togekiss, which is cool. I have +1/+1 now. I go for another sub in case he wants to switch out. Just want to see what his initial response is, and if he can, like, A, maybe he can't even break the sub. B, yeah, like I said, I already said B. I wanted to see his initial response. But turns out he can break the sub. He does, and I just threw off 1,000 arrows. That's a 2-hit KO. He has extreme speed Togekiss. That's kind of cool. I don't know if I've ever seen that. It's never been brought versus me. There you go. I know I live a crit bullet punch from this range. I just kill off that Metagross. That thing's gone. That's awesome. And I'm looking like I can kind of sweep here, but this does nothing. that Necrozma chewed that 1,000 arrows. He's gonna go for a Calm Mind. I'm gonna sub as he Calm Minds again so that I can Dragon Dance up and do a little bit more damage to this thing. He breaks my sub. I throw off 1,000 arrows, and I don't kill it. And he has a Figgy Berry on this thing too, so now this is scary. But thankfully I preserved my Clef, and I go into Clef here, thinking, A, it did its job already and beat Snorlax, so I can sack it, and yeah, it did its job, so this is kind of a sack, but I'm also hoping I can take this thing on, because I'm unaware, right? He goes for the recycle, so he has his Figgy Berry back. That's annoying. I think I go for the Thunder Wave here. There you go. I outspeed this somehow. That was super fortunate that I outsped. Because this changes the game right here. This para on the Necrozma. There you go. I paralyzed the Necrozma. I'm thinking, hopefully I can wall this thing. That would be awesome. But of course he has... Oh, I go with the Wish. Sorry. Photon Geyser. Goes through unaware. That's what that move does. Psychic is a great stab move versus my team. But, yeah. He probably brought Photon Geyser just for the Clef. Now you'll see where that Thunder Wave came in handy, because Gyarados can now come in and revenge kill that slowed down Necrozma. You know what? Thinking about it now. Wait, hold on. Did Clefable outspeed before the Thunder Wave? It didn't. No, exactly. So that Thunder Wave was huge for slowing down Necrozma. I just kill it off right here. Even though I'm not that fast at the Gyarados, which you'll see here as he goes into Kyurem. I'm gonna switch out Fear and Fusion Bolt or the Z move, and I just shoot that. I'm gonna just sit here, take these Earth Powers, late game rocks, because both his Mons left are weak to rocks, and I can just sit in front of this hero. I mean, it doesn't look like it can do anything to me. I'm gonna Morning Sun off all his attacks, start wearing him down with Earthquake. Yeah, that's what I do? Yeah, okay, cool. And yeah, this thing just will not break. He got the Spadef drop on that turn, so I have to sack it off here. But it's fine, because I know I can. I was hoping, actually, I could have gone into Darkrai and swept, but I knew I pretty much won here anyway, so I wanted to see if I can get off the weakness policy, Dragon Dance sweep. So here goes with the Ice Beam as I Dragon Dance. Unfortunately, we don't see the Fusion Bolt, but whatever. I just crunch a few times. I let myself get weakened, so I easily could have made this a 2-0 instead of a 1-0, because I don't kill this Rotom actually, and he just kills me. And then Darkrai comes in and gets the last kill. So that's GG to Bluefire, I guess, coach of the Albany Dragonites. And we're starting off our PUL season 1-0, just like our CPL season. That's great to be undefeated for, I know it's just the first week of the 2 leagues I'm uploading here, but it's a nice feeling to be 1-0 in 2 different leagues right now. It was a close win. I definitely could have brought this closer, guys. But this was a fun game. Everything I brought worked out exactly how I wanted it to, and yeah, so I'm confident going into next week versus Junebug and the Main Red Clawitzers. I think that's his team name. But yeah, that's gonna be me, Daxy Leader. I will see you guys for week 2 of the PUL very soon. And yeah, I guess that's it. Later.